Representation matters. Two words that I've heard consistently throughout my life, and more so in the last couple of days, all because of the way I chose to wear my hair to work. Most of the time in its natural state or even in natural hairstyles. This style in particular, this whole bun situation, you see it? It's what caused quite the stir online. Overwhelmingly, many of you saying the style is professional, while some others saying, hey, not so much. Well, here we are at another intersection of black hair and what's considered professional in the workplace or even in schools. The question is, who determines what's professional these days? And why do some people feel like natural black hair and hairstyles are a debatable topic? It's not. From afros to curls to kinks to braids, even straight and anything in between. As black women, we rock it all. The question becomes, why does it even matter how we wear our hair? Why does hairstyle determine our level of professionalism in the workplace? The way hair grows out of your head shouldn't be a trending topic on social media. The style that you wear also shouldn't trigger that type of a reaction. You know, we've seen so many situations where black people are discriminated against because of the way we choose to wear our hair. You remember that Texas teen who was suspended and banned from attending his own graduation because he wouldn't cut his dreadlocks because apparently they were too long, violating a 30-year-old dress code policy at the school. You know, I'm thinking those old, outdated rules should probably be updated at some point, you think? You know, I'm sure many of the rules made up about what's considered professional, whether at school or at work, they weren't made up by a lot of people who look like me. Yet for so long, black people and certainly black women have been forced to shrink themselves and not show up fully in so-called professional settings. Hair discrimination, it has often been a huge issue. In fact, there's even a push at the state and the federal levels to make hair discrimination a crime. It's called the Crown Act. It's a bill that will make it illegal to discriminate based on hair texture and hairstyles in the workplace and in schools. The Texas Black Caucus is also considering it, but currently it has only passed in less than 10 states. It is at the federal level, though. It just recently passed in the House. Now, if it is approved by the Senate and the president, it would apply to all 50 states. You know, it's real sad we need a law just so that we can exist as our natural selves. But here we are. So I guess we'll wait and see how that goes. By the way, if you are one of those people typing on your keyboard about this style not being professional, please help me understand. Why does my crown offend you so much? What you may not realize is it takes a level of confidence for black women to show up fully in all their glory without having to adjust to who's in the room or how they will be perceived once they get there. It is work. So before you decide to offer your little feedback about how someone should wear their hair, I ask that you examine what's really causing you to think such a way. So back to those two words that got us here. Representation matters, and it truly does. So where do we go from here to make sure no one feels as if they aren't represented in the workplace? How do you create spaces that allow your black employees to show up as themselves fully? And that, my friends, is where the true work begins. It's not hard. It just needs to be done. And for those of you who likely missed the point of all of this, don't get so bothered by appearance that you miss out on what's really important. I'm Tashara Parker. Let's all do better.